Hello everyone, my name is Pratik Tambre and today we're at the 8th edition of the Asia Pacific Precious Metals Conference here in Singapore. I have Mr. Sunil Kashyap from the FinMet company here. Hello sir, how are you doing first of all?
Nice being here. Thank you.
So sir, if you can just tell us the advancements or the technologies or what has been happening in the recent past at FinMet.
Yes, we've been working quite hard. Our main focus is towards the jewelry industry. So we've built several systems to help the jewelers in terms of KYC, in terms of trading, in terms of hedging. So our real focus is how to make life easier and more profitable for the jewelry industry. So it's been very hectic for us.
There are various branches of FinMet, especially in Dubai, India as well, and Singapore as well. So if you can just tell us a little bit about these markets and what specific clientele are you targeting in each of these markets?
Across the board, what we are seeing is a surge in activity in all these markets. And what is also interesting is that the overall activity has become more two-way. That means in the past, these were consuming markets where we were basically buying. But increasingly, what we're seeing is people are using gold for trading, and there's a lot of physical related buying and selling that takes place as the price of gold goes up and down. So that's, I think, a unique feature that we're seeing increasingly in this region.
So, sir, you spoke a little bit about India and the ASEAN market. How would you like to connect these markets, and what is the plan moving forward?
I think one of the interesting areas of innovation that's happening in Singapore is the coming of a new exchange. It's called APPMC Exchange, which has a spot contract and a futures contract. And that futures contract, I think, is much more practical compared to COMEX because it allows for delivery on one particular day for gold kilobars, which everybody knows. So it's something that I think that gives a new venue of liquidity for the Indian customers, maybe trading through the Dubai offices or even trading directly if they get permission. But it's a new innovation that's, I think, out there. And also in collaboration with maybe IIBX, you can actually look at some kind of connectivity between the two exchanges.
Regarding the markets in India and especially in Singapore or the ASEAN market as a whole, are there any differences in the market, or how is the market like physical wise?
Yeah, I think the market. One of the big differences, of course, between Dubai and Dubai, India, and ASEAN is that in ASEAN the main market is a 4-9 kilobar market. So that includes for China, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong. So that's a 4-9 kilobar market, which is sort of the global standard. The only two markets left in the world which trade 995 really are Turkey, Dubai, and India. And I think over time, if we can create one standard across all these markets, it's going to create more fungibility of metal between these markets.
As FinMet Pte Ltd is a member of the SBMA, what do you think are the benefits that you get from being a member of the SBMA?
SBMA is a great organization. It's been around for 15 years now, 12, 15 years. I think what it does is creates a venue where people can talk, exchange their views. They can talk about issues that they face, but also it creates a place which can disperse information about what the latest changes have been in regulations, in terms of movements, in terms of market information, intelligence. So the SBMA really helps bring different players together for them to exchange their views, and also for the regulator to be involved and hear from the industry firsthand what are the gaps in the current regulatory environment.
So we are at the 8th edition of the APPMC here in 2025, and it's been 8 long years since APPMC's inception. You have attended this conference in many capacities over the years. What do you think are the changes you have seen in this conference, and what are the basic how has the growth journey been according to you, and what are the benefits of APPMC that you think they are, sir?
I think there are three changes I would say. One is just the number of attendees. In the first APPMC, we had, I think, about 220 people, and now we're talking about upwards of 600. So just the growth has been incredible. The second thing I think is the degree of participation. Earlier, the participation was limited to just ASEAN. People from Malaysia came. There was a group from from China, Singapore, and some Thai people were there. So it was a very limited, sort of localized kind of a participation. I think now, when you look at the profile, you have people from around the world. You've got people from the US. You've got people from Japan, and good amount of delegates from all these places. So the breadth of geographical participation is great. So, and the third thing I noticed clearly is that the change in the profile of the participants. Right now, earlier we used to see local traders, maybe some jewelry companies and some technology companies. Now it's across the board. You have bankers, you've got refiners, you've got jewelers, you've got technology companies, you've got trading companies, you've got research companies. So just the profile of the people you meet. You've got mining companies. So the profile of people, I think, that participate now has become much better, much more enriched.
Thank you so much, sir, for your support, and thank you for this interview as well. We look forward to having you at many, many more APPMCs to come.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much.